I take somebody else's car, drive her undercover. Bro, I stole my sister's truck. I remember my sister was so mad at me too. I stole my sister's truck. And I went and I was like, yo, I don't care at any cost. I have got to see you. I've got to see you. She was fire, Chad. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go with Jungle. I gotta go with Jungle. Jungle's my favorite Drake song. That's not true. Jungle is not my favorite Drake song. It is. It's the one that I would play the most, but I don't give a fuck. That's probably the worst thing I've done, though. To go fuck or whatever. That's the worst thing I've done. Is steal my sister's car. Is it? Yeah. That's the worst thing I've done. That's not even that bad. That's what I'm saying. It's not that bad. Well, it was bad because my sister, I don't remember if she had insurance on the car. I didn't have a license. So if I got stopped, that car was going to get impounded. So I had to drive real careful. That's not the stalker story. That's not the stalker story at all. Man had to get the booty at any cost. No, well, that particular booty, yeah. That particular one. I was living off of Main Street at the time. So this was probably 2014 or 2015. And I remember my sister had 2 cars, but she was transitioning out of one. So she had like do I fuck with anal? What the fuck? What's going on? What's good with y'all, bro? What's good? Hold on. Wait a minute. This ain't really a story time, even though it's a story time. It's not really a story time. But I'm trying to remember. Where was I? So damn, where was I? Oh yeah. So I'm still in my sister's car. She had like a Nissan Altima. And you already know niggas who be in the Nissan be thinking that they be driving race cars and shit like that. Like Nissan Altima behavior is a real thing. So she had a Nissan Altima, and after she got the Nissan, she came back and she was like, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do this Compass. And I'm like, cool. I started driving the Compass around, and she knew every now and again that I would drive the Compass, but like with her awareness, you know what I'm saying? I drove the Nissan a few times, but basically she went to Dubai, and she left her truck at the house one time. And so that whole time she left to Dubai, I was driving her truck, going wherever the fuck I wanted, doing whatever the fuck I wanted to do. Yeah, I don't even remember what she did in Dubai. Actually, was it Dubai? It was either Dubai or it was Thailand. It was one of the two. I don't remember which one she went to, but it was Dubai or it was Thailand. So I'm like, I'm about to drive it like it's stolen, which it was. it was stolen. And so I'm driving around doing whatever I want to do. This is a precursor too. So at this time I'm driving around, I'm taking the whip. I'm just going to some simple places, you know. I'm not doing nothing crazy. I'm not robbing no banks. I'm not doing nothing insane. I'm visiting a couple of people, then riding back home. Nothing too crazy. I'm not trying to make the spot hot. So I get back home, and I forgot. It was like she was either coming home that day, or whatever the case was. No. It was a week. It was like a week later that she was gonna come home. So I go to. Let me not make the spot too hot. I go to a store. And it's this girl right there. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. That's great. You know, I see her. She see me. I'm like, all right, you know, that's nice. And I keep it moving. At the time, I'm not the type to approach anyone. So, like, even now, I'm still not the type to approach Cause it's just weird. I don't know. It's just I feel weird unless there's like a choosing signal. So I didn't know at the time that this girl, you didn't know her that long. No, I didn't know her that long. But at the time, this girl, I'm looking at her and she looking at me, and I'm like, okay, that's nice, but I'm not gonna say nothing because it's really not that deep. Cap, you walked up to me. That's kind of crazy, gang. I don't know you, and that's wild that you just lie on my name like that in mixed company like this in front of the viewers. But anyway, I go up there and she's staring at me, and I look at her a couple of times, but I'm not really thinking nothing of it. She come over, probably like 5 minutes into it, 5 minutes later or whatever, tap me on the shoulder, and she's like hinting or nudging her phone toward me, and I'm like, what's up? And she like, give me your number. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, I'm low-key standing like Summer Walker was when she was in front of the award show, and she just like this. I'm like, okay. Like, and all right, cool. But I'm like, in my mind, I'm not really shook, but I'm just like, what do I do with this? Like, I'm looking at her and I'm like, she look a little older than me too. And I'm like, oh, like, this is kind of nice, but like, how do I close? I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Like, you know how the incel little pages or whatever be like, you see a girl and she's working out, how do you open? And then they have all these really weird stories about the shit that they would say to get her info. And I'm like, okay, that's cool and everything like that. And then I'm stopping and I'm looking at her. I'm like, how am I going to get to where I want to get to when she looked like this? That's how I was thinking, like, at that exact moment. So I'm like, whatever. I give her my number. We separate. We part. Later on in the day, she calls and she's like, or I call, I'm sorry. No, was it? I gave her my number, didn't I? Yeah. I gave her my number. She either texted me or she called me. I don't remember which one she did. It had to have been a text. No, I don't still have it. That would have been crazy if I still had a text. This is why I shouldn't delete any of my messages. This is why I shouldn't delete any of the messages. Like, because I want to, obviously, because when you don't talk to people no more, obviously you should delete messages. But it's good to document the way you used to talk to people. That's why I should keep my messages. That's why I should keep them. But anyway, we end up getting in contact. I don't remember how, but she and I start talking, and I could tell by the way she talking that she older than me. And the way the first thing she said was, when you gonna come see me? And I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, I just saw you. On some stupid shit. I was like, I just saw you. I just saw you. Anyway, she didn't laugh. I thought it was kind of funny, but she didn't laugh like that. And I was like, yeah, when you want me to come see you? And she was like, now. And I'm like, you know, I just met, like, I just seen you it's been like 2.5. I just seen you at the thing. How old was I? I was like 9. I'd have been like 19. I was probably 19 at the time. It was 2014, 2015. Yep. I was either 18 or 19 years old. So I'm like, I couldn't tell her no, because I'm like, okay, if the possibility of like absolutely going crazy with her is on the table, I'm going to do it. So she like, okay, I'm gonna give you my address or whatever. Come over in like an hour or so. And at the time, in the very, very back of my mind, I'm like, yo, she could really be like trying to set you up. But I'm also thinking, like, why would she be trying to do that? And I have literally, like, I'm not walking around like I have crazy amount of money. Like, there isn't something about me that a regular nigga will look at and be like, that's a lick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, I ain't got too much. You know what I'm saying? So, for some reason, I guess whatever vibe I gave her, she maybe thought I was trustworthy. I don't know. But I'm like, all right, cool. I put my address, or I put her address in my little maps or whatever. And I'm like, damn, I got to go to this place. Now, going to this place, it's tons of police in between my place and into getting into her place because of the way the traffic is set up. So if I have to be in a position where I'm slowed down, I can't make any mistakes because, again, as I said, I don't have a license and I'm stealing my sister's car. I'm stealing my sister's car. And so I go over there, I drive over, and I'm thankfully that, that I'm alive and shit like that, because she could have been a murderer. Well, I'm still here. I was the murderer because never mind. Anyway, I went over there and we chat for a minute, and she like, damn, you didn't bring anything? And I'm like, no. I'm like, was I supposed to bring something? In the back of my head, I didn't ask her that, but I'm like, was I supposed to bring something? And I'm like, yeah, maybe I probably should have brought you something, probably. But it's like, okay, whatever. I go in there, we start talking and chatting for a little bit. And at this point, I was already into, like, I didn't talk to girl or like women like her, because like some girls, at least, like, they like to play the game a little bit. Like, okay, let's make it a little bit of a, what do you call that, like cat and mouse game or whatever it is, like just a little bit. But so she was so direct in this case, I was just like, oh, this is kind of taking the fun out of it for me. But it is what it is. We get there, or I get there, we watch a little TV, nothing too crazy. She grabs my hand, takes me to the back, blah 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 blah, we do what we do. And so I come back out, and in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, she got it. In my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, she got it. I gotta come see her again. Like, she got it. Like, it's crazy. But I didn't realize where I was. So if you, like I said, and I've told you this before. If you ever go to Michigan, stay away from all the parks. Stay away from all parks. Lincoln Park, Highland Park, what was that other place? Fuck. Anything that ends with park on it, stay away. Don't go to that area. It's not good. It's not good news. It's not good news, bro. It's just not good news. So, I'm sitting here, and I'm like, damn, it's kind of late. I need to get going. I look. It's three niggas. It's three niggas outside my sister's truck. And I'm like, shit. And one of the niggas is like real close to the passenger seat. And I'm like, oh, fuck. He real close to the passenger seat, which means he's real close to the glove compartment, which means he's real close to me being in a position where I can't defend myself. That's what that means. So I'm like, hi, thanks. Cool. Love you. See you. I didn't say love you, but I'm like, okay, I'll see you later. I go out immediately because I'm like, I'd rather these niggas put me in a position where my ass is gonna get beat rather than them pull my shit out and use it on me. And now, at the time, my sister obviously don't know I got no shit. I got shit in her car. So that's even worse. That's even worse. Now that I think about it, if I'd have got stopped with this shit on me and with a car that's not mine with no license, oh, it would have been a bad day. It would have been a bad day, bro. It would have been a bad day. Shit. That wouldn't have been.
Is that a fancy back scratcher?
That would have been the least of my worries. Anyway, I walk outside and I try to like scurry to the car, like to the whip. And one of the niggas say something to me, and I didn't recall what he said exactly, so I kept going. And I heard the nigga say again, like, damn. And so I'm about to close. I'm like low-key trying to close the door, and I see him like there. So in my mind, I'm like, I could just try to slam the door, but there's a risk of me hitting this nigga if I slam the door shut. There's a risk of me hitting this nigga. Whole time I'm sitting, I get into the seat. So I open the door just like this. I open the door like this, right? The nigga is standing like probably 3 feet away from the door at this point. And so I hop in and I sit in the seat. I look over and she's standing in the doorway. Like, on some like, did y'all do it yet type shit. She's standing in the doorway of her house on some like, did y'all get what you needed to get or something almost? Like she knows these niggas. I'm like, why are you there? I'm like, why is she there? And so I'm like, oh hell no, I'm about to get going. Like I gotta get going. I go, turn the key or whatever the case is, and the nigga knock on the window. I'm like, oh my God, bro, why did I come here? Bro, this is why I shouldn't fuck bitches no more. That's what I was thinking. I was like, why did I come out here, bro? So why this nigga knocking on the door? I'm like, oh no, I can either open the door or I can roll the window down. If I open the door, I'm not gonna be able to close this bitch back. I'm not gonna be able to close this bitch back if I open my door. So I don't open the door and I roll the window down, just a smidge. Just a smidge. Even when the cops stop you, they not gonna open your door first. I'm not trying to get in a position where a nigga gonna put his hand in the way or try to force my shit open. So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yo, what up? What's up? What's up, man? I'm like, what's up, man? He asked me some bullshit. He asked me some bullshit, bro. And that's how I knew I was in danger. Cause I'm like, oh nah. The nigga that was near my passenger seat when I got in the whip after the nigga knocked on my window or my sister's window to tell me to roll it down a little bit, that nigga was gone. I'm like, wait, huh? The other nigga was still in the back. So they got like a perimeter set up. And they been here for a minute. I'm like, yo, by the time I got in the whip, they should know that I'm about to take off. Why he still here? He asks me the dumbest shit in the world that let me know these niggas trying to get me up out the way. He asked me the dumbest shit that I've ever been asked in my life from some niggas that never knew me or met me in the middle of the night damn near. Guess what this nigga asked me? I'll wait. My sister had a generic paint job on her car. She had a very generic. It came off the lot. It ain't like you gotta go and pay any special money for this. This is some very basic shit. It's reflective. Nobody give a fuck. Nobody's gonna look at this truck and be like, oh shit, damn, they got some custom paint. Nobody's gonna do that. This nigga asked me who painted the whip. That's what he asked me. I'm like, nigga, do you know you can't even see the color of the whip? It's damn near like it's black as fuck out here, damn near. You can't even see the color. You can't even appreciate it. What are you talking about? I'm like, shit, I don't even know, bro. I got it off the lot. I shouldn't have said that. Because when you respond, then niggas start trying to reel you into conversation. Nigga pulled his phone out. I'm like, oh no. They about to line me. It's about to be up. Because the nigga reeled me in after I said, I don't know, I got it off the lot. So then the nigga come and he do this. Windows down a little bit more. It's like halfway. The nigga, most people, they don't put their elbows and their arms over the seat until the window's all the way down. This nigga put his shit over the mirror. Like this. So like, and then he's showing the phone and leaning it in like this. I'm like, okay. So he's showing me some random like fuck ass pictures of some stock cars that he don't own. He don't work on no cars. He's not a mechanic. He's not a painter. He's not nothing. Not passionate about none of this shit. I look at the other nigga out the rear view and the nigga's trying to make eye contact with me. That's what's really fucking with me right now. The nigga's trying to make eye contact with me the whole time to make sure I don't have my eyes on his mans. to make sure I don't have my eye on his mans. I look in the back, or I look in the little rear view shit right here, and I see the nigga is no longer there. He's on this side now. So now I got one nigga that's looking at his phone. I don't know where the third nigga went, and then the second nigga is standing behind the first nigga who's trying to lock eyes with me and talk to me the whole time so that they can plot. So I'm like, oh nah, bro, I can't let this happen. I'm gonna just have to be real rude, or I'm gonna have to drive over this nigga's foot. Something gotta happen. But again, keep in mind, I'm in a park. Even if I were to be the type that's like a snitch or police ass nigga, the police wouldn't come there for at least 20, 30 minutes. It's a park. I was in a park. Not a park, like a literal park. A park at the end of a city. They not coming. It's just me out here. It's my third day. No, it's not my third day, but it's just me out here. So I'm like, I got to get out of this somehow. I can either reach for the glove, which is going to get me killed immediately. Me reaching near the glove is just I'm going to get destroyed. So that's like not an option at this moment. I'm trying to roll every few seconds, right? He inches back. I'm trying to roll the window up just a little bit, like zin, 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 like to a point where hopefully he don't notice. The ignition in the car is already running, so I'm hoping that it's loud enough to distract him from the fact that I'm rolling it up little by little by little. I was getting hit from all different angles. I was being looked at from all different angles. I look in her house. I already should have known she was a different type of woman, just based off the fact. Already should have known she was a different type of woman just based off the fact that she had her front door open and you could see through the house, like all her lights was on and shit like that. But like it didn't seem as if she was worried about being robbed. So that kind of made me feel like, who are you? Like, I don't know what's really going on with you, maybe. But this time I look back in the house, through the house, she's no longer in the front door. I see her peeking through the window. Because like I said, all the fucking lights are in the background. So I can still see her fucking dumbass silhouette looking through the window. I'm like, oh my God, what did I just do? What did I do? So nigga backs up a bit. He backs up a bit. And I take that opportunity to rev my shit. I pulled out my phone. Fake phone call on some shit. Open my shit. Damn, that's crazy. Now, this is what fucked me up. I don't know if the third nigga was underneath the truck while I was talking to the first nigga or not. But as soon as I zoomed off and I looked in the rear view, I saw him again. I'm like, where was he the whole time? And so I get probably 25 minutes away from that area and I stop at the gas station and I go underneath the truck and I look and I'm like, and that was an L decision too. Stopping at a gas station close to nighttime after I just came from the threat of being robbed, even dumber. But I looked underneath the truck at that time and I'm like, was a nigga trying to put like I don't know what could be happening. You know what I'm saying? I just need to check. Let me just check. Let me just verify. Let me just make sure. The nigga, I don't know what it was, but it was beeping. I don't think it was a camera. I don't think it was a tracker or whatever the fuck. It was beeping. And so I took it off and I let it go. It wasn't that far underneath the car. It wasn't that far. It was like you feel underneath, or you take a flashlight and you put it underneath there. You can see it pretty easy. And you can hear it a little bit too. It's not like a loud beep, just kind of small, but you can see it. It's very obvious to see. And so I saw it and I just threw it. I threw it to the side. And I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I almost just got lined up. But what makes me dumb, what makes me kind of stupid, and why Jungle, like I said, for me hit so hard, is because I still went back to see her again. Like I didn't care. I don't know why, But the second time I went to go see her, I went and I saw her in the daytime. I went back to go see her in the daytime. And so I went and I kept going to go see her, and it was just getting better and better and better. And we started to develop a bit of a bond, like a bit of a vibe, a bit of a like relationship and shit like that. I never saw the nigga again. But the third time I went over there, it might have been the third or fourth time. I went back over there. I went over there and I was halfway there, and she had been talking to me crazy days before that. She had been talking to me crazy, and I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to see you, blah 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 blah. And I get like probably 15-20 minutes the way there. My mom called me. I'm like, oh shit, I'm literally in the whip driving it, stolen. My mom called me. She like, have you seen my sister's name? Have you seen her truck? Like, what happened? And I'm like, shit. Damn, fuck. That's kind of crazy. Shit. Damn. See, what happened was, like, no. See, what happened was I saw that she needed her oil changed, so I just went to go take care of that for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want her to have to worry about that. Like, I just went to go make sure she like got her like her shit. Like, I put her gas in the car and shit like that. Like, I'm just like making sure. I didn't say that, but I was tempted to. But like on some young man shit, I was just like, yeah, I'm driving it right now. Like I took it, cause I didn't want her to be like, I didn't want to be like, I don't know, and then she like report the car stolen or she called the police or something, which my sister probably wouldn't have done. But and then they go through all this like difficult shit where I could just be like, bro, I got the car, I got the truck, I got your truck. So she like she don't. I think the only reason my mom didn't like spaz at the time was because like she didn't want me to be have any anxiety on driving the car or driving the truck back. She was like, can you bring it back? And I was like, yeah, I got you. And so I'm on my way driving it back, and I'm like, oh my god, these niggas are not gonna shut the fuck up about this, bro. Like, yes, I took the whip, but I brought it back. I'm alive. The truck's still in good condition. These niggas about to be on my dick for weeks. I get in. My mom don't say nothing too crazy to me. My sister is livid. I'm like, damn, bro, that's crazy. See, what happened was, and she just walked past me. I'm like, shit, Kiwaria. And so I had to text old girl back, like, I ain't gonna be able to see you today. I'm gonna hit you tomorrow. But that's where that is where that thing came from. I take somebody else's car, drive there undercover. This shit is everything to me. It was everything to me at the time. And I'm like, bro, I got so much ooze that's already built up. It's already crazy. Now I gotta walk back. And I'm sitting up here looking at mom, dukes, and sis. Like, my whole vibe just got killed. Yes, ooze. It was oozing. I was oozing. I'm like, oh no, bro. This just killed the whole vibe, bro. This killed my whole vibe. So I had to save up the ooze. Tell her what was up. Tell her what was up. And I'm like, I'm gonna be over there next time. Which made the situation even worse, because this time around I'm Ubering over there. So I'm even less safe. Because I gotta wait minutes and minutes. Good thing though, like I said, this time around I'm waiting in her house until my ride or my Uber get there. And you know, I see her every now and again. But ooze is kind of crazy. But yeah, that's why you 35 years old talking about you was oozing. Yes, I was. It was oozing. Shit, oozing everywhere. But yeah, that's why that Drake bar hit me so hard. Cause I just have a whole backstory of him, not him. All right, bro. I have a whole backstory of that particular line of take somebody else's car, drive her undercover. Is she in the jungle like that? It's just such a it's such a fire song, bro. It's such a fire song. It's such a fire song. Didn't deny that 35 though. Oh my god, bro. This nigga, bro, it's actually crazy. Nigga was oozing and cruising. All right, bro.
W stream.
Yeah, but that was all that happened. I didn't get lined, obviously. It could have been, nah. But yeah, don't take your siblings' vehicles to go do fuck shit, cause you could get in trouble. Unless, like I said, your world about to get turned into something totally different. You about to get exposed to some new shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you to take that risk, but I'm not gonna not tell you to take that risk because you never know what you could get yourself into. You know what I'm saying?
I don't have a license. I'm 12.
A very good situation. I felt like personally. I don't have a license. I'm 12. No, you are 12. You are 12. Like the police. I remember you saw. I remember you did. You put something. You tried to repo. You are a fed. Nah, Mojave a fed. Mojave a fed. He a fed, bro. He a fed, bro. I don't care. He a fed. I remember what you did. That's why I blocked you. I'm unblock you because we gonna give you a trial. But I remember. Now that I think about it, I remember. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Damn. That's what I'm saying. Nah, it's not Mojave. Yeah, okay. Yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
changed
right.
man.
Right. Yeah. Of course. Yeah, shout out Mojave. You know what I'm saying? Bitch ass nigga. See, he ain't gonna put that in there though. You know what I'm saying? What's a better way to say it? There's a better way.
New Ways Blood song to end stream.
Shout out Mojave. There's so many ways to do this. Shit. I'm gonna keep it like that. That's crazy. I'm gonna give you a good one soon though. Don't use that.